One of the biggest ones we're hearing right now is how do we do more with less? So yeah, I can see your reaction to that. You obviously,
As someone who worked for UK government a long time ago, I've heard that for a while, but it's certainly very prevalent now.
yes, how do you do more with less is a question that comes up quite a lot. So people are being asked to scale their impact without necessarily increasing headcount. Not in all cases, but it's very common. So then they'll come to us and they'll work on a few different problems. So how do they scale storytelling? How do they scale content? How can they use the existing content that they have and repurpose it into many different asset types in order to 10x the value of their existing content? So they can do that through the Martec. And we've got some incredible stories of companies that are in a position now where the only time they need to really go and collect net new content is like hyper focused. They can use the Martec to understand where their content gaps are, and they can then go and collect new stories. But in general, what they'll be doing is actually repurposing all of the amazing stories they have to solve for each of the different use cases they need. And that is so much quicker in terms of efficiency and time to value. And when you think about the stakeholders internally that they're supporting, it's not this kind of like waterfall production turnaround. It's like, here's, instantly an asset, a piece of content, a video that might be a combination of a few different stakeholders all put together right like today, instead of, I'll come back in a couple of weeks to do it. So it's really the ability to act quick and use what you already have is, I think, a direction of travel we're seeing more and more.
And I think one of the most frustrating things, particularly within an employer brand team, is when you spent a lot of time and effort and resource on a piece of content that maybe only ever gets used once.
Yeah, the superpower that Maven, our AI agent, enables is so exciting. I spend time with clients, at least once or twice a day, and we're in workshops where, bringing a whole bunch of their team in to train on Maven and how to use Maven to get value. And internally, we collect great quotes from clients, positive quotes. And when we launched Maven, that just went through the roof. So we have now like a channel where we talk about the amazing success and quotes that we're seeing from Maven. And it energizes everybody internally.
I love that. I can imagine post-its up on the wall, and yeah, very, very good. So the types of outcomes clients are seeing are being shared around the business. That's great.